Hello and welcome. My name is Dan Palermo, and as you can see, the title of this presentation is The Ultimate Guide to Selling Your Home Quickly and for the Most Money. Now, it's my goal during this presentation that we not only tell you what we can do, but absolutely show you what we can do to help you get your home sold quickly and for the most money, and what we do differently than all the other agencies out there. So I'd like to dive right into it. Now, as a seller, you hire an agent for primarily three reasons: to get your home sold quickly, to move on with your life with the most amount of money possible, and no hassle in the process. You know, to put it in a nutshell, this is for any homeowner that wants to receive the largest profit possible from the sale of one of their largest assets and do it without depriving themselves and their families of time, money, and wealth. Again, my name is Dan Palermo, and I work with my wife, Lisa Palermo. We are a husband and wife real estate team, and we own Castle Vista Properties. We absolutely know we can help you sell your home quickly and for the price that you want. Now, what do sellers really want their realtor to do? Realtors have to have a strategy that they can present to their clients that ensures that any potential buyer is, number one, aware of their property, and it must stand out. It must be presented in a way that's easy for the buyer to take notice, and it must make it easy for that buyer to take action on that property. So a realtor must actively pursue buyers for that seller's property. Unfortunately, most realtors wait for a buyer. Now, Lisa and I really do believe that this whole strategy is built around the idea that there are more than one buyer for your property. Now, in this industry, we tend to think in terms of just one buyer, but that doesn't serve the home seller very well. And we believe the home is sold for considerably less money than is possible with our strategy. 72% of homeowners said they didn't like the agent they chose to list their home. Now, this comes from the National Association of Realtors and is an extremely embarrassing statistic. It's close enough just to say 3 out of 4. And, you know, given the last slide that most real estate agents just wait for a buyer, which is really a bad way to represent your client, it's not hard to understand why. Because most realtors primarily do all the same things. They put a sign in your yard. They'll submit a mediocre listing into the MLS service, maybe contact a few people about their home, but mostly they just wait for the phone to ring. And eventually the agent becomes frustrated and they themselves lose interest in selling your home, so they just move on. We, however, have a much more proactive approach that harnesses the power of video distribution. We do that with the largest search engine on the planet, which is Google, through the second largest search engine, YouTube. Now, Google acquired YouTube, and since that merger, video has become king on the search engine results. And unless you're using this type of strategy, you're missing out on a massive amount of people who are searching online primarily for your home. Massive marketing exposure to bring in multiple buyers. As I said previously, we do believe that multiple buyers will be interested in your property if they only knew about it. Okay, so getting them aware of your property is primarily the job of the listing real estate agent that represents the seller. We're going to talk about how we do that. Okay, just to prove a point, I Googled the top search sites in the United States. And as it shows, Google number 1, followed by YouTube number 2, it's the second largest, followed by Facebook. Now we're going to talk about Facebook a little bit later, but right now I wanted to concentrate on Google and YouTube. This slide is in there to convince you just how massive Google is. Everybody uses it. For most people, Google is part of their everyday lives, whether they're searching for something, checking their email, downloading an app, or uploading a video to YouTube. It's all done with the help of Google. And this is primarily what takes place in 60 seconds in Google around the globe. And this is growing every day. People really do rely and use Google. Now, I believe the statistic is 67% of all people, when they start their computer and they open up their web browser, 60% of them have Google, the Google search bar, as their default page that their web browser opens up to. It's massive, okay? Now, this is what we do. We create videos for our sellers' properties, okay? And here you can see it ranked on the first page of the Google results for the search term given. A 5-bedroom, 3-bath in Larkspur, Colorado. Now, it doesn't do you any good unless your results push your video to the #1 page. Nobody goes to the second page or the third page. It must be #1. So we submit many Google keyword terms that point to your video to ensure a high ranking. Now, we finished third on these results, behind Realtor.com twice. But if you look closely at the information on these results, they advertise an address, 8751 East Palmer Divide Avenue. Now, that's great if this is your property. And even if it is, the potential buyer still has to click into the site to go look for this particular property, okay? With our clients, your property is right here, okay? Statistics have shown that 99.8% of the time, they're going to click on this first before they even go into these other sites. Now, this here is the old way. I know it's hard to believe that Realtor.com and Zillow and all the Trulia and the like is the old way, but it really is. This is the new way. Okay, and it has the contact information right here if they're inquiring about this particular property, which would be yours. It has the listing company here, Castle Vista Properties, who to contact, Dan and Lisa Palermo, and the contact information. Okay, they're going to click on this before they go into here. Now, let's go to another example. Okay, we do a little bit better on this one. This is Lone Tree, Colorado. Rank a little bit higher on this one. As you can see, Realtor.com is ahead of us again, but again, they're advertising a 9520 South Shadow Hill Circle. Again, not our client's property. It's right here. Okay, so very effective. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. There again, here's the contact information. Okay, Redfin has another property here, 10591 Leader in a place in Lone Tree. So, you know, it's just not our client is right here. Even Zillow is advertising 43 homes in Lone Tree, Colorado. 43. So if you click on this, a potential buyer could potentially have to go through 42 other homes before they eventually get to yours. With us, you're right here. Okay, one more. We have Parker, Colorado, Canterbury Crossing. Now we're doing this through, this is a subdivision. It's a very nice subdivision in Parker, Colorado. Sometimes we'll even use school district. As I said, we use hundreds of these keyword search terms, all pointing to your video. Now we finished fourth here, but again, the same old thing about advertising any other property except yours, right? And having to go in here and find and having to look when it's right here for 1 minute and 41 seconds. They can view your property. We've actually shown not only do they click on this 99.8% of the time before they go into these other sites, but after they come out of these sites and click out, there's your video again. 70% of the time they watch it again. So the eyeballs are right here. This is the old way. Here is the new way. Okay. There's other things we do with your video that we will discuss later on in the presentation. Just wanted to give you an idea of what we do up front. Okay, let's talk about Facebook. Why Facebook? Facebook's massive. It's huge. Okay, it's number 3. The only caveat that you have to know about Facebook is there are a lot of real estate agents that will promise to advertise your property on their Facebook page. The only problem with their Facebook page is they don't have a lot of followers, right? Most people don't go to Facebook to look for real estate or to learn about real estate. And a lot of real estate agents' Facebook pages, that's all they have, okay? So they've got great content. You can learn a ton about real estate, but unfortunately for people just to kind of browse and kind of get to know people on Facebook and see what's happening, there's not a lot of followers. Make sure if an agent's going to advertise your property, they have at least 500 followers. Okay. Our Castle Rock Homes and Lifestyle, there on the bottom, that is our Facebook page. And I believe we're pushing some 1,500 followers. Okay. Not just likes, but followers. Okay. So that really is an important thing to know if you're going to advertise and get anything out of Facebook, as big as it is. Okay, so more buyers. We believe that there's multiple buyers for your property. That equals in selling quickly. And how quickly will you sell your home when you list with us? Castle Vista Property, average days on market is 22. Now, I will tell you there's actually downward pressure on that number because of our strategy. All right, we're holding there. We're not ready to tick over into 21, but we're holding because our market has softened a bit here on the Front Range of Colorado. The Denver metro area MLS statistics, average days on market is 57. Now, I know that's a little bit higher. It's up around 61 now. I just haven't had time to change the slide. But given just the numbers we have here, it's a difference of 35 days. If you want to sell your home quickly and move on with your life, it just makes sense to work with us. More buyers also equals more money. You know, who doesn't love a bidding war if you're a seller? And of course, having an agent knowing how to navigate and negotiate that bidding war really does come in handy. So how much more money will you get by listing with Castle Vista Properties? Our average list versus sales price ratio. Now, average list means what the property went on the market for compared to the sales price, which means what it sold for after negotiation. So what it started out, what it ended up being. Okay, we're at 99.2% of list price. And there is actually upward pressure on that percentage because we've had a couple bidding wars lately. The Denver metro area MLS average list versus sales price ratio is 92%. Okay, so let's just looking at those percentages that we have there, because the 92% has some downward pressure on it because people have actually had to decrease the sale of the price of their home to get it sold. On a $450,000 home, with these percentages, a difference of $32,000, $32,400 to be exact. Now, that's leaving a massive amount of money on the table. Now, it harkens back to the slide that shows that 72% of people were unhappy with their agent who they chose to list their home. Well, if you knew you were leaving $32,000 on the table, I'm sure you would be unhappy. I know I would be very unhappy with that result. So how much time and money can you afford to lose before you list your home risk-free with the #1 marketing agents in the area? Now, I have risk-free there underlined, so let me talk about that briefly. Risk-free, what we do is when you sign a contract with us to sell your home, we write right into the contract that for any reason that you're not happy, if you don't feel like we're performing at a level that you think we should be, you can get out of the contract. We do not pigeonhole you into the contract. And please never get yourself in a situation to where you sign a long contract with an agent when you don't know how well they're going to perform. Don't pigeonhole yourself that way. It's very frustrating for home sellers to do that. Okay, but you are with the #1 marketing agents in the area. And here's how we do that, because we truly believe our job is getting as many qualified buyers as possible into your home until it's sold. And we mean qualified buyers, not tire kickers. To communicate with you on a weekly basis the results of all our activities. If your home was on the market previously and did not sell, we will create a fail-proof way to get it sold. We have a team prospecting daily to find qualified buyers for your home. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that in depth in a later slide. We will negotiate the highest price between you and the buyer, handle all the details of closing, giving you and your family a VIP service, and we will harness the power of the internet with superior Google, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram results. Okay? Now, this will drill down a little bit further into the 21 proactive, powerful steps we take to get your home sold. #1, we will create a customized, powerful, strategic plan to sell your home, which will include location, condition, and pricing it competitively to sell, not sit. Of course, with over-the-top internet marketing and distribution to buyers. We will discuss our 10 ways to sell your home quickly other agents don't even know about, don't have the confidence or knowledge to do. We will initiate that signature VIP client service. We will be going that extra mile, Okay, submit your home to massive amounts of internet marketing. No one actively pursues buyers like we do. Our detailed plan is somewhat confidential until we meet with you, but it does get huge results. Excuse me. We will submit your home to the local multiple listing service, and of course, any agent will do that. What we will do in a later slide is show you how we take a powerful tool, which the MLS is a very powerful tool, and the way we use it with video distribution to make the MLS even more of a powerful tool to get your home exposed and sold, okay? We will hold effective open houses once a month or more. And, you know, by effective, we mean we actually get potential buyers in there. You know, we make our open houses a must-attend event. We will feature your property on our company websites. We actually have 2 of them. And getting your property highly ranked on the #1 search engine in the world for strongest internet presence available. We will showcase your property on Realtor.com, Trulia, Redfin, and Zillow. You know, and I know you're probably thinking, Dan, you just said that that's the old way. That's not effective anymore. The truth is that people still go in there and use them. Okay, so not only do we have your video upstream in the Google results, but when they do go into these other sites, we like to use a virtual tour listing video and not just a slideshow. Okay, so we use your video and the effectiveness of video distribution even in these sites. Okay, develop a professional graphic design and memorable full color brochure to be placed in your home, so when other agents take their potential buyers in on a viewing, okay, they can take something with them to make your property more memorable. Direct marketing to other top agents and broker in the area, video distribution of your listing. This is what I was talking about, making the MLS even more powerful, okay? It's called reverse prospecting. We do not wait for agents or their clients to come into the MLS to find your property. We actually use a tool called reverse prospecting that recognizes other agents that have clients that are matched to your criteria of your home, whether it be a 4-bedroom, 3-bath with open space, whatever it may be. And we actually push this video out to that agent. So in terms, they can send a video link to their potential buyer for your home. So we create this massive web of information on your home out from the MLS and not wait for them to come into the MLS, okay? We suggest and advise as to any changes you may want to make to your property to help get it sold. Communicate with you weekly about any updates on changes in the marketplace that affect you and your property. We prospect hours each day and every day looking for buyers and move up buyers for our listing. Now that can come in a form of for sale by owners. When they sell their property, you know, they become potential buyers. So we keep in contact with for sale by owners in order to see if they're sold, ready to buy, and if your home matches their criteria. And of course, expired listings. These are folks that try to sell their home and for whatever reason it didn't sell with another agency. We take them on, we get their home sold, and then once their home is sold, they become potential buyers for your property. Okay, we contact immediately our entire database of waiting buyer leads, investors, our sphere of influence, affiliates, and past clients, letting them know about your home specifically. We call all renters daily to see if they may be interested in building equity and wealth instead of throwing money out the window every month on rent. Add additional exposure through a professional sign on your front yard with feature sheets about your property available outside for the drive-by traffic. We never have an empty flyer box. Pre-qualify prospective buyers who would like to view your home. We would never displace you from your home for a potential buyer to come in there unless they were pre-qualified where they could actually purchase your home. All right. Follow up with all salespeople, other agents who have shown your home and ask for their feedback, both positive and negative. All right. And the client's responses regarding your home. Pre-qualify and review all contracts and buyer information prior to all contract presentations to you. Represent you on the presentation of all contracts and negotiate the best possible price and terms for you. After the contract has been accepted, we will handle all the follow-up. Keep you informed on all the closing type stuff, mortgage, title, inspections, appraisals, anything that has to do with those closing procedures. That's that part of that VIP service. Okay, today, buyers do 3 things to find a home. Now let's get inside the head of the buyer. What do they primarily do when they're searching for a home? Of course, the internet. The internet is massive. The internet is such a great tool, especially for real estate. When they first start looking, we submit your home with over 100 Google keyword search terms, ensuring a top ranking and on the #1 search engine featuring, your home. This is massive exposure that really no other agents are using. They also, a lot of buyers get excited and they preview the neighborhood in which they want to live in. We have your sign out in the front yard, and of course we always have our open houses as potential attraction. We also call the area around your home, letting them know about your open house. We will call, we will flyer, we send out a lot of prospective materials out there, marketing materials, in order to let the neighborhood know that our open houses are coming. We tell them it's pick your neighbor time. You got a friend, you got a family member, you got a coworker that you want to move in close. This is what we do. Well, and buyers hire agents. Buyers know they can look at every home available on the market in their desirable area with the assistance of a real estate agent, because they know they don't have to pay a fee. And again, we're there with the reverse prospecting. We're there in contact with that real estate agent, their buyer, arm in arm, letting them know about your property. So we have you covered on all three of these. Okay, our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Again, we guarantee you the right to cancel our listing agreement at any time prior to accepting an offer to purchase your home, with no penalties or obligations if you feel our service does not live up to our promise. Again, please don't ever get yourself pigeonholed in a long-term contract with an agent. Always ask for that ability to end the contract if you're not happy with the way things are going with the sale of your home. Down there on the bottom, some listing agreements from other agencies lock you into long-term commitments and lengthy broker protection periods with possible heavy cancellation fees. In other words, it's an agreement your agent can get out of, but you can't. We like to offer you a way to list your home that's totally risk-free. We've helped hundreds of families just like you get their home sold, and our pledge is to provide you with the highest level of VIP service available in the industry. It is absolutely your right to evaluate whether we live up to this standard and to cancel your listing agreement with us anytime with no penalties or obligations if we fail to deliver the service promised. It's the only way that we feel it's right to do business, and that's how confident we are how much our strategies and the way we do business will be able to perform with you, for you, that is very beneficial for you. So you have a choice. You can go back to the struggle with the uncertainty of doing things the same old way, thinking, yeah, this will probably just work itself out, or you can get serious about getting proven results with massive marketing. If you're serious and you want to take control, getting your home sold quickly and for the most money and moving on with your life, then here's what we have for you. We would love to set time aside to speak with you personally about how we can apply these ideas to your home sale starting today. But there is a catch. It's not for everyone. Who's this for? This is for people who believe that there are more than one buyer for your property, who would find your property desirable for their lifestyle. If you believe video marketing and distribution is an effective means to provide massive attention for your property, Google, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and the like, and you are a believer, if you believe in a risk-free experience that puts you in charge of how your property is handled, if you believe large amounts of time is wasted and money left on the table in most real estate transactions, and you believe that the best way is to hire and trust a professional that actually has a strategy, then this is for you. But you've got to have a sellable house. You must have a true desire to sell. And you must hold yourself to the highest standards of integrity. If that's you, please call us for a free consultation. We would love to work with you. So what's next? When you come on the call, we need to be clear on at least three things. Number one, how massive marketing can help you through Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, as I mentioned. How to sell your home quickly. Time is money. How to get buyers right away. Several buyers for your property, creating hopefully a bidding war. Massive exposure to your property, bringing in buyers at the time that you're ready to sell. So please contact us. We are Castle Vista Properties. My name is Dan, and again, I work with Lisa Palermo. You can start with that phone number there. The email address there is given if you feel more comfortable texting or emailing at first, but we would love to talk to you. The Castle Vista Home Listings is our website. It's a very robust website. After you sell, if you're looking for a home, we highly recommend that you use our website. It gives you MLS access. And check us out on Facebook. Castle Rock Homes and Lifestyle. Don't wait. There's a lot of time and money waiting for you. So we hope you enjoyed this presentation. If you have questions, please don't be shy. Give us a call. We would love to hear from you. In the meantime, have a great day. God bless you.